This is the homework help video for Monday, December 12th for all classes. The homework is Unit 4, Lesson 2, Independent Practice. Problem number 2 asks us to use the percent bar to find what percent of 320 is 112 and justify our answer. They've set up the percent bar with the 320 as the 100% amount. We want to know what percent would correspond to the $112. So that's our unknown. We can set up a proportion just like we talked about in class. So x over 112 equals 100 over 320. And let's make this easier on ourselves by simplifying this fraction first. We can divide by 10, common factor of 10, to get 10 over 32, and then one more time by common factor of 2 to give us 5/16, and that is the most simplified form. So x over 112 equals 5 over 16. We know if they're truly proportional that the cross products are equal. So 16 times x, or 16x, equals 5 times 112. Let's do that over here. 2 times 5 is 10, carry the 1. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 1 times 5 is 5. So 16x equals 560. We solve for x by isolating the variable. Right now we're multiplying x times 16. We're going to do the inverse operation, which is dividing by 16. We have to do that to both sides to keep our equation balanced. 16 divided by 16 is 1, so we have 1x, which is what we want. X will equal the quotient when we divide 560 by 16. There are 3 16s and 56. 3 times 16 is 48. Subtracting, we get 8. Bring down the 0. There are exactly 5 16s and 80. So our quotient is 35, and the answer is 35%. I also want to do problem number 6. Problem number 6 says 12.5% of what number is 40? Set up our percent bar. We know that the 12.5% value is 40. We don't know the 100% amount. That's what we're trying to find, so that's our unknown. Here's our proportion. 12.5 over 40 equals 100 over x. If they're truly proportional, we know the cross products must be equal. So 100 times 40 equals 12.5 times x, or 12.5x. 100 times 40 is 4,000. So 4,000 equals 12.5x, and we'll solve for x by using the inverse operation. Right now we're multiplying by 12.5, so we have to divide by 12.5 to do that to both sides. 12.5 divided by 12.5 is 1, so we have 1x equals, to do this division, but first we have to look at this because 4,000 divided by 12.5, we don't want to divide by a decimal ever, so I'm going to move that decimal to the right one place to make that a whole number. It's now 125, and it's okay to do that as long as I move the decimal in 4,000 one place to the right. But I don't see a decimal in 4,000. When it's not in sight, it's on the right, so we put it there, and then we move it one place to the right and add a 0, so we have 40,000 divided by 125. There are 3 125s in 400. 3 times 125 is 375. You subtract, you get 25, and bring down this 0. There are exactly 2 125s in 250. Subtract, we get 0. And there are 0 125s and 0, so the answer is x equals 320. Now let's put that back in this statement to see if it makes sense. 12.5 of what number? Well, 12.5 of 320, if we did it right, is 40, so equals 40. So if you want to check your answer, 12.5% of 320 equals 40. Remember, an amount of an amount that means multiplication, so express that percent as a decimal. 0.125 times 320 should equal 40 if we did it right. I'll leave this multiplication to you because we're running out of time on the video, but if you do this multiplication, make sure you have 3 decimal places in your product, you should get 40. Okay, there's a golden ticket in this homework help video. The golden ticket is asking you what number is the midpoint between 7 1/2 and 30 1/2. If you're the first person to bring me the correct number, you'll win the golden ticket. Anybody who brings me the correct number after that first person will still win 10 tickets for the next weekly drawing. And anybody who makes an attempt but does not get the correct answer will win 5 tickets for the next weekly drawing. Okay, I hope that helped with the homework. I'll see you in the morning.